My name is Bismark Osiakwa, project lead at Reusable Ghana, a social enterprise that is focusing on finding sustainable alternatives to single-use plastics. In Ghana, about 73% of the population has access to water, and of course, this is mainly supplied by the state agency responsible for supplying water, and this is normally through pipe um, transported to homes. Yeah. Yeah, we can say in the big cities, of course, there is a bigger supply of water through the Ghana Water Company. Whilst in the smaller cities or villages, they are usually getting water through boreholes, or they get water from the river or streams that runs through these communities. And of course, the bigger cities have good water, I would say, whilst this water from the local communities are not really treated for use. I think access to quality and also safe water is for me a pressing issue. I'm talking about water quality and safety. Like I mentioned earlier on, people in the bigger cities have access to clean water through the pipe, and of course, which is treated, whilst people in the smaller villages are drinking usually from boreholes that are being drained by government or NGOs. They also drink from the river or streams, and of course, this water is not treated. And talking also about the influx of using our major source of drinking water, which is water in sachets. There are a lot of regulations that is needed to make sure this water is clean and safety for consumption. Of course, there is also the rise of illegal mining, which is affecting our water bodies, and this raises a lot of questions on how safe and how good the water we drink is. And for me, the issue of water quality and safety really is for me a problem. A good example, I would talk about companies that are already recycling our plastics. Of course, there are companies that are shredding the plastics into tiny flakes and making with them plastic lumber, which of course they are using to make furniture for schools, which is good. There are other also companies that are producing reusable bags also from these plastics that we produce. But of course, the game changer will be finding alternatives to how we drink water, which I think for me a brighter future would be having refillable water systems or stations where individuals can go with their own reusable bottles to refill. So we can look at these stations in schools, at marketplaces, or even at our bus terminals. And I think this will create a sustainable future for the next generation, and also ensuring that people now have access to good and clean water.